Hi everybody, Caitlin here with Kait's Collectibles, and today I have the new Black Lady Figuarts from the Sailor Moon line of Figuarts. So she finally arrived here. I had pre-ordered her with a bunch of other stuff through a friend's orders, so they usually get things shipped all at one time. They order through Big Bad Toy Store. So it took a little extra time for her to come, but here she is and she looks great. I'm really loving the box for her. You can see Black Lady there with the dark version of Luna P. Nice packaging, nice design. I like the way the label is for her name. Down at the bottom here we've got the authenticity sticker. 20th anniversary logo. Pretty soon I'm curious to see if they're going to do something different for 25th. We've got the Bandai and Machinations logos there. Get a little hint of what's inside the package. Now, much like with the Tuxedo Mask figure, I find that this one's really quite big for the packaging. So you'll see as I turn it here when we're taking a better look at her, this box is massive. Look at the size of that. Like, that is definitely bigger than Tuxedo Mask's box. So I'm really curious to see why her box is so thick. I'm assuming it's hair and accessories and all that stuff. I like this picture of her. It reminds me of that scene from the anime. Back of the box, nice and reflective like usual. We've got some different shots of her. So if we take a look here, you can see her posing, all the usual talking about her, some of the different faces. We've got Luna P. She's got her little badminton set. And you've got all the usual warnings at the bottom here. She's got her big, like, ribbony shawl, I guess, for lack of a better thing to describe it as. So really there's like a lot to be had in this package. Like with Tux, it was all cape that made his box so big. There's another nice pose for her there. So if I can get the reflection out of her face. Love it. Okay, let's open this up and see what we are working with here for her. So I've got some tape there that's sealed. Now, I know people have been asking for villains for the Figuarts line for a long time, and I was glad that they, in a sense, that they started with her, because it's a really easy character to start with. She's popular, she's a main character, but she's gone evil. So it'll be neat to see if they expand the line further with more villains. I know people would like to see Beryl, and like I'd like to see the Starlights and Galaxia and all that stuff. Okay, so box, we've got the backing and we've got her instruction sheet. So we've got some information here on hands. There's the different hand sets. Her hair, how to detach the bangs and the faceplate, so pretty typical for the most part. We've got a warning. May rub off. Well, that's good to know. Same on other side. And same with the sleeves. Okay. So be careful, basically, because those can rub off over time. So it must be the coating that's on them. We've got Luna P. Warning that Luna P is delicate. Badminton set, delicate. Hand thing may rub off, delicate. They're really adding a lot of warnings to these. Delicate. Oh, there's an arm for Luna P. That's kind of cool. All right, let's open her up here so you can see it's like a double blister pack. Aha. So we've got all of her accessories in the base here. So we've got the Black Lady base. We have got, what's all this? Okay, so a base for Luna P. That must be, I don't know what that is. Shawl, the arms, the badminton set. And my usual complaint with opening these is just that everything, flies out everywhere. So I'm glad that so far that hasn't happened. So there's the arm. It came out of the bottom of that top portion. And there's the other arm. The shawl, very nice. I can see what they mean about it being delicate. There's no changing the shape or the look of this. It's just, this is what it is. And then it's got this ball attachment here. And let's see. We've got Black Lady, very nice. So this must be the little Luna P disc that they noted. Now this, okay. So it looks like this goes on her wrist for something to attach to. Or maybe it's the arm for Luna P. I'll actually have to look at that again when I'm setting it up. Or maybe it's for her shawl, who knows. We've got the claw and her Batman set. Boop, boop, boop. I like that. It's really cute. It's funny that, like, of all the things, you know, they could do for accessories for characters and villains and all this stuff, like, they went all out on her. So Sailor Moon could have had more accessories, right? She was the very first one in the line. Hey, look at that. The stuff didn't all go flying everywhere. That's nice. So we've got the backbone of hands yet again here. Let's see if I can kind of get this to come into focus a little bit. Maybe not. So you can see a bunch of the different hands there for her. Nothing out of the ordinary. We've got Luna P up here in the top. Take her by the antenna. I don't know why I always refer to her as a her, but it's the Black Moon logo instead of the other way. I do wish they had included a Luna P with Chibi Moon, or did they? I don't remember them including one for her, so that's why I was sort of confused by the inclusion of I guess Dark Luna P with Black Lady. Like, it totally makes sense, right? She uses it to create all this stuff. Okay, this is really cool. They did a super nice job with this. So let's start with her face here. Love the face that's attached. I really like the hair. She's got a good look. The Odango attachments are a little awkward being in the middle like that, just with the color distinction and kind of that open space if you're looking at her from the side. But really, I mean, like, where do you put them, right? Like, she's got these giant hair baubles and she needs these pigtails to come down. We have got a really nice look at her skin tone, the Black Moon, earrings. I love that they did the little tendril curls and they're kind of that clearish material, the clearish acrylic or vinyl. Nice shading on the hair all around. Her shoulder joint looks a little wonky there, but I'm sure that can be corrected. It's just the way she is in the packaging. They've even got, you know, kind of like markers for her shoulder blades there that you can see. So that's kind of neat. From the front, her collar for her dress is really nicely done. The dress itself is beautiful. I love the way the skirt is. I can see what they mean about it rubbing off. Like, it's a different kind of a shiny material. So if you're really, you know, doing a lot of repositioning, yeah, you're gonna wear that in time. Red shoes, the typical ankle attachment. I like that the inside layer is, you know, the pink, and then they've got the blue kind of sheathing for her. So she's really nice. I think her joints feel pretty nice too. I want to try and put this bit together for her. So these arms are exactly the same, so it doesn't matter which one you use. From what I can tell anyway. Okay, so we've got that. And the arm here. So the typical way of putting these together, nothing's really changed. And why would it? Now, if I'm looking at these instructions correctly, that white thing, this piece that I was wondering about, clips onto this arm. Let's see if I can get it to cooperate. There we go. So that is where the ball attachment for her cape is going to attach in. So, a little playing around with this. Oh, that is tougher than expected, but ooh, that's really tough. Holy smokes. That is not easy. Unless it's not supposed to actually clip in there, but it does look like it's supposed to. And it warns you that it's delicate. So there we go. A little bit of firm pressure and wiggling. So that's how that piece will sit. And obviously you can move it up and down and position it the way you need to on the arm, because it'll be a little flexible in that respect. Now let's see if I can't. Oh, there we go. Get her in position on here so we get a better look at her. Now usually, I'm just going to do this off to the side so I'm not going to break anything. But usually she's kind of in the center of that shawl of hers. And this is unfortunately reasonably tough to achieve without detaching her from the whole to-do. I think in my mind anyway, the problem is that you've only got so much, call it mobility, with that shawl piece. And so, you know, you want her to sit at a certain height, you want the clip to sit around her. It's a lot more work. I mean, I'll show you where I'm at. I had to take it out of the base and trying to get her arms inside the shawl while getting the clip around her waist here and getting the shawl to stay attached. Like, as you can see, like, easier said than done, because every time I get the shawl where I want it, the arm detaches from here. And then now that I've kind of sort of got that where I want it, now I'm supposed to try and get this arm where it needs to be. Like, not easy. Kind of a difficult thing to execute. It'll take some fine tuning on my part to get it exactly where I want it. I do like the way her ponytails, pigtails, whatever you call them, where you are, how they can stretch out. I like that. I've got her kind of in position there. So she'll need a little fine tuning to get that lower, but you get a good look at what she looks like on the base. You can take out the plugs in the bottom of the base there to add the other arm if you want for Luna P. So it is a bit customizable in that. I guess that's a smart decision. I still think they could release accessory packs for some of the other scouts in terms of, say, like some water or fire or something to like represent their attacks. I know with the version of Super Sailor Mercury that they've kind of announced and now given a few more details on, we have a better idea of what that might look like because she has her aqua harp. So there's a lot of pieces to this figure. I'm not going to do as much of a review maybe as I do with some of the others, simply because she's a little time consuming to actually manipulate and put the way I want her. And you've gotten the gist from my other reviews about how to take off her bangs or change her face or do any of those things. There you go. You get a look at why that's difficult there, because to get her standing up the way I want her, the arm has to be positioned just so, and there's only so much room between these, so I'm going to have to slide that down a little bit. to get it. Oh, actually, that's working a little bit better. To get it a bit more where I want it. There we go. That's much better, actually. She does have the extra faces that I will point out here. I've got, now these don't have the same kind of cover plate, so it's a little difficult. So we've got kind of a sad face, I guess, sort of a pensive face, maybe when she's remembering a good memory or something like that before she, and then we've got her kind of, oh, let's pop that one out. I'll just take them out and demo them because it's a little easier. So we've got her sort of laughing, cackling, evil face. And then we've got her with another evil expression. The one she's wearing right now is a little bit more normal, or maybe a happy expression. And then there's the sadder looking face. So I do like the faces they included for her. It's not like she needs 8 million different face plates because she doesn't have that many different expressions. I also have Luna P, so just if you're going to have her sitting to the side so that she stays upright, you know, they have this little clear base. Really good idea, so that you can actually have her set there and not just roll away or not stay in position. So I really like that. And there's the tiny hole in the bottom of her, see, that runs through there, so that if you're going to attach her to the arm, for example, you should be, oh, wrong side, haha, should be able to do that, you know, with relative ease, right? Easy enough. There's also a hole in the top of her, so depending on, you know, where you had your arms, if you have a custom setup, you want it looking like it's floating beside her and you have an arm that maybe sticks out somewhere, you know, you could position her like this too and have her look like she's floating from the top as opposed to being supported from the bottom. So all in all, I think this is a really great figure, despite my review on her being maybe shorter than some of my other reviews. I like that she's got the accessories that she comes with, the attachment that she's got. I don't know, for me personally, whether I would set her up like with the badminton racket. I think it's cool that they included it. I don't think it's 100% necessary that they included it, but I think it's nice. I think they're trying to kind of give the fans the completionist view of whatever they can for her. The different faces, we've got Luna P being just totally an essential part of her character, and being able to be there. You can see how well that base works. It's really, really good. The different hands, you know, typical. She's got hands to hold things, hands to pose, hands like she's pointing. Obviously hands to hold the badminton racket and the birdie, so that's kind of nice too. I think the packaging being so big was probably a result of the shawl more than anything else. And if the shawl had had maybe some flexibility to it, some bending in these portions or something, maybe they wouldn't need that so much. But because of the nature of it and how it kind of floated and wrapped around her, I can see why it's like that and why they didn't bother trying to make it posable. So, all in all, I really like this figure, and I think she's a great addition to the Figuarts line. So if you're a fan of Chibiusa or especially Black Lady, obviously you're going to be going for this figure. They've got really nice attention to detail on her. The pigtails are great. I could see there are people out there who customize these figures. They make their own, make figures that haven't been made yet for the line. I can totally see people taking this figure and trying to make a Princess Chibiusa or a version of her when she's, you know, further along. I really like the look of her, so I'm pretty happy with how they did this particular figure. But obviously I want to know, if you have the figure, let me know what you think of her, what your favorite feature they included, your accessories, all that sort of stuff, what you like about her. If you have a different favorite from the Figuarts line, or there's something you're really hoping to see, feel free to comment below and let me know. Make sure that you like this video if you enjoy my reviews, and you can always subscribe to my channel if you want to be notified when I do something new. Thank you for watching.